Guys, 2020 is going to be a massive year. It's the 50 years of the Chief starting the organisation. His shirt says it all. He's uniting the kingdoms and moving forward. We're going to have massive celebrations back home all through next year. As most of you know, the Chief isn't someone that sits back and just thinks about the past that he's been in. It's always about the future. So next year we mightn't see the Chief much because he's got massive plans. Chief, you'll be away for the year.
I'm going to be very busy next year. Setting up the idea that I've had in my head for a couple of years wearing this t-shirt. My personal shirt says I'm here to unite kingdoms. So I won't tell you all the kingdoms, but there's a big dream, there's a big plan there that I plan to launch, not so much BJMA, Tata Miliata. Tata Miliata will launch here throughout,
awesome. And Chief, you were saying that it's really important to you that everyone feels that they celebrate, even though you're not going to be there, that everyone should be trying to celebrate in special dates and things like that.
I've pretty much got 3 special dates. The day I began training with Jack Rosinski was the 3rd of March in 1965, a very important date for me because my whole life changed totally. It changed again extremely totally on the 1st of June in 1970 when we started Zendo Kai at 48 Elizabeth Street in Melbourne. And that was the beginning of an explosion across Australia that you had to be there to believe it. If I told you what we did, you would not believe it, but you could see the results. My beginning date was the 3rd of March with Jack Rosinski. 1st of June was Zendo Kai's birth, and the 9th of September was the birth of kickboxing. Not just my dates, I want you to celebrate my dates and your own. When did you start? When did you start your first club? When did you get involved in kickboxing? When did you convert to Thai boxing? When did you start grappling? When did you start Eskrima Kali? When did you start particularly the Russian system?
Guys, most of the stuff is going to be club-based for you. You're going to get to celebrate all those dates that Chief talked about. You're saying, Chief, every black belt should be trying to create their dates they opened their club, the date they started training, and have their own little celebrations.
And if they've got black belts, if you're a 7th dan and you've got 5th dans and 3rd dans, get them doing it separate to you as well as with you. With me, and separate to me.
Yeah.
Billy Monet, celebrate the whole year, man, because you're right there behind me. And you might even be in China with me.
So we know that each state's going to have a lot of special days. They're going to have one in particular for each of them. That'll be their main grading for that year and their balls, their anniversary dates. So one of the biggest things that we're going to be doing is their International Day, and it's going to be to celebrate the 1st of June. The first weekend after that's the 6th of June. We're going to be doing a massive day or weekend in Melbourne. The Friday we're going to have personal and professional development programs. We're going to let you know all about that. The Saturday's the big day. It's all going to be about training. It's all going to be about getting together, uniting the kingdom. So every system we train in is going to get together and train together on that day for 4 or 5 hours. No gradings, just training together for good fun and enjoyment. And then just a relaxed dinner afterwards, just to say thank you to everyone and celebrate the time that we've been together. So the Chief's put his blessing on that for us.
Who's putting that on? Who's putting that together?
The Victorian and the international group.
I know, yeah, but who's going to do all the work? What's that?
Tanya.
Tanya.
Yeah.
That means it'll work. If Tanya's involved, it'll work like a dream.
That's right. I've been spending 3 weeks trying to contact a certain group. Tanya got onto them in one day, and it's all sorted. So keep celebrating all the dates that we can. The Chief, if you want to see him next year, where they're going to have to go, Chief?
Come and see me in China. I'm going to be in China doing a lot of things. With 1.4 billion people, I'll be busy.